What's up, y'all? It's Shuffle. Not dead, still here, and this is a channel update for you. And so we're going to talk about where I've been, what we're going to be doing coming up, and a very cool collaboration that is on deck. Many people probably noticed I haven't streamed for about a month. They're going, Shuffington, where hath thou gone? My days are dark, my nights are darker. Without you here, throwing for content. I'm sure everyone thought that, right? So it's okay, I understand. But yeah, so I had a lot of stuff going on. I had some personal stuff. I actually did some business dealings, if you can believe that. Tried to work out a few things, couple didn't work. One worked, so we'll see what happens with that. But I've been trying to do a lot of things to keep the dream going as a content creator, and some have worked out. So we'll see if it continues down the line. Also, I kind of just needed a mental freaking reset. There has been some community nonsense for a bit now. Not my community. My community's cool. But community nonsense. And I really just got tired of reading it. So I was like, I need to just step the hell away and back up, you know? And that video that I made for Darkest Dungeon talking about all of the issues that I saw that it was having, I recorded that without the intention of ever posting it. That's why the couple of clips I left in there, where you actually see my face, it's literally like 10 p.m. at night, and there's no lighting or anything like that. I never had the intention of actually releasing that, which is kind of weird. You know, I mostly just filmed it to see what would happen. The shirt's very itchy. It's new. I'm sorry. But yes, I had the intention of just recording it, listening to it, and going, do I even want to do this? And I slept on it. I woke up and I went, you know what? Maybe I should post this. So that's how it came to be. It did very well. Thank you everyone that watched it. Almost 80k views, over 100 subscribers. Like 800 comments on that thing, 96% like ratio, did very, 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 very incredibly well. And most people got what I was going for, where I was trying to raise some issues with the game from the heart and give it some very, very fair criticism. Also wanted to highlight just some things that, you know, people say in the community reacting to content or whatever. And yeah, there are some layers there. There's a lot of meta stuff. You know, there's just things within things. When you walk down the stairs in your house or wherever, you go, okay, there's 4 stairs. I walk 1, 2, 3, 4. No, there's actually 8. There's something in between. There's a little step in between each one. This isn't making sense, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm back. We're going to be streaming a little bit of DD. Definitely waiting for Kingdoms 2, K2, Coven. Hopefully that is awesome and fun. So we'll see what happens there. And definitely variety where I can. You know, I do love Darkest Dungeon. I want to support it all I can. But also, you know, just for my own growth as a creator, I can't just stick to one game. And people misconstrue this as, oh, he doesn't play the game anymore. Why do we take his opinion seriously? It's like, bro, I have played both these games together more than you have played any one game probably in your life, unless you have, you know, 7,000 hours on League of Legends. Alright. Now, the fun stuff. The big reason I came back to streaming, I was actually going to stream, I'm streaming this week, but we have a collaboration with Frap, who is a Fear and Hunger content creator for the most part. I watched some of his videos. I didn't want to like get too spoiler. This is like a year ago when I played Funger for the first time. And he made a sensor mod that I used when I streamed, so I'm familiar with him. When I made that video essay, this is kind of where it all ties together. He actually dropped into the comments and he said he was going to watch it in a bit, and he was, you know, just chitting. And I said, oh, hey, I recognize your name. Lo and behold, a little bit of time passes. We slide into the DMs, and he has apparently been playing DD2 for a bit, and he wants to do a grand slam, but he also wants to make it fun and do a collaborative thing. So I'm going to be the coach, but it's also really just to have a lot of fun and, you know, just mesh with people that haven't been together before. I'm super excited for that. I was talking to him earlier, and he said he wanted to use Vestal and Grave Robber. For those unaware, my Grand Slam run, I used Vestal Grave Robber, so I'm really curious what he's going to pick for the other two. But my team was Vestal Grave Robber, Highwayman, and Man-at-Arms. That's back when Vestal was worse, Grave Robber was worse, and Highwayman was more busted, so it should even out after the reworks. If he chooses to play that, it's okay if he doesn't, but yeah, so. If that's the team that's going to get picked, I have no idea if it is yet. We haven't decided anything. So, part of the reason I'm going to come back to streaming right now, anyway, is to play a little bit of DD2 Confessions and kind of practice up myself. We're not really entirely clear-cut on how much help I'm going to be giving. Like, I don't know if I'm going to do, like, a ton of backseating. I don't think that community wants that. We'll see, but I don't know if it's going to be, like, totally 100% hands-on, like, you know, every, or most of the attacks anyway that go in battles, like, I'm thinking of doing this, okay, I'm thinking this, and then, like, whatever, right? So, we'll see. I mean, I'm definitely going to be in React streamer territory. I'm going to be just, you know, laughing when things happen. I'm really excited. I love watching Darkest Dungeon. I love playing it, but I actually love watching it more, because it's a fun game to watch. We're doing that. And that is going to start next week. Scheduling is an issue at times, or it might be an issue at times, because I know Frapp has stuff going on sometimes at night, and that's part of the reason we couldn't do it this week. And, you know, I'm usually working on other stuff too, like testing, content, sponsors. I have a couple coming up too for next month, so hopefully it'll be a smooth sailing. It actually reminds me a lot, potentially, of, if any of you know Rhapsody and Sneaky Teak from the STS days, of they had a series called, like, the Ladder Streak or whatever it was called, where they went up through A20 rotating all the characters, and they collabed and they just do the run together, and that was a really fun thing to watch. I love that series, so that's what we're focusing on. As for my stuff, videos and all that, so of course DD2 videos, I'm going to be doing some Kingdoms guides. I'm behind on those. I did have a couple, actually had a draft of, like, a few of them. I had, like, 3 different drafts that, you know, I got into editing and I went, okay, this isn't that good, so I said I'd do it later. So Kingdoms guides, the part 2 of the wagon tier list, I'm going to try and have that in the next couple days. Really love talking to Spartan, and it's just a fun video that we did. We spent a couple hours. Man-at-Arms hero guide. I know people want that. I should do that. I'm going to do that. And then we have some quests for the best team videos on deck. I have one that I recorded with Moribund and Duelist Instructress. And I don't know if I should post that. Let me know what you think, because I was recording some gameplay and the team just wasn't really working that well. Like, Instructress, I had Hellion on there. Instructress was mostly giving the buffs to Hellion, and it worked out, just because pairing up with A-Bomb, it was just kind of slow. You know, having A-Bomb do the couple things he needs to at the start of the fight, and then transform, but then it's like Hellion's already at 100% and ready to go. And Duelist is a bit awkward, for sure, in Instructress, because you want, like, the aggressive stance for some of those early buffs, but you know, it's like, unless you prep, like, you don't really get too much use out of those buffs and stuff too. So it's a bit tricky. So I could post that and just kind of get a group consensus thing and see what everyone's thinking, like what could be improved. I think it'd be a really good exercise, honestly. So if you'd rather just have the straight results after I tested a few more times, that's also fine. Variety games. Against the Storm, what you hear in the background, the music. I love ATS. I'm trying to get back into it. I really want to do a Queen's Hand run and see if I can beat it. I've been playing off stream. I haven't succeeded yet. Other games I want to cover: Stone Shard, Quasimorph, 40k, Warhammer 40k. Of course, I've been playing Road Trader a bit. Love that game. War Tales, love that game. Also want to do something on it. Just that game takes a long time to go through. It's a very immersive game, so it's like really slow paced. The Last Spell has DLC coming. I haven't tested that one, but I definitely will play it. I love The Last Spell with all my heart. One of my favorite games ever, and it came out in the last few years, just like ATS. I have a video on Next Fest demos that I haven't published yet, but this is from the last Next Fest, so about 3 weeks ago. And I'm a little bit worried that it's too late to do something like that, but I think I'll do it anyway. It's already recorded. And then something else I want to stream, which I don't know if anyone has an interest in this, but I've been loving Risk of Rain 2 lately. I've streamed it a couple times as, like, you know, just playing with viewers and stuff like that and having fun, but I kind of want to run Eclipse and see if I can get through the Eclipse difficulties. Something like that sounds pretty fun too. And then finally, the last two things, I'm in the markets for updating the graphics on the stream. In my notes I said JPEGs. They're not all JPEGs, but I have a nice, you know, channel profile avatar branding type thing that was made for me from a game company, because I worked with them on something. And I want to make some new emotes. Probably cat boys. Just saying. Just saying. I just want something fun, alright? Anyway. Last thing. Supporting the channel. I put this at the end of the video just because the people that watch this far are the people that care the most anyway, but if you ever want to support the channel, get involved in stuff like that, there are many ways to support. There's the YouTube membership. I should put a donation link in my videos. I have the YouTube donation thing, but they take like half. And there's Twitch subs, obviously. And then if you want to give me like the most of whatever you send, because you just care about that kind of thing, you know, it's a different reward system. I totally understand. There's also Patreon. Patreon right now, pretty much you get priority access to game night. You know, the times we do run it. I'm going to set up one for Repo very soon, probably next week. So, you know, if you want to get in on that and have a priority spot, there you go. But also, I post early videos there. And I do that on YouTube as well, but I do it on Patreon. It's ad-free. And then sometimes, you know, I post the random stuff like cat pictures and kind of just show you what I'm doing off camera and stuff like that. So if any of that sounds like something you want to do, very cool. I appreciate it. And if you're like on the fence and you're like, well, I kind of want to, but you know, emotes and early videos and cat pics don't quite do it for me, let me know what you'd like to see, right? This is kind of new territory for me, so if there's just something you want to see and get back from me, definitely let me know. I know on Patreon for the higher tiers, what I have is you can pick a video or a stream. You can pick a game or a video topic or something like that, and let me know what it is, and I'll make it or I'll stream it. I will do that for you. And it's really doesn't matter what the topic is and stuff like that. Like that's content for you specifically. All right. This went longer than I expected, but yes, videos coming, streams coming back. Get ready for the massive, awesome collab of the universe that's going to shatter everything and redefine reality. Variety, support the channel, and Catboys.